Indian Army retaliates using artillery guns to target the terrorist camps inside POK opposite Tangdar sector, causes heavy damage and casualties on the enemy side. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to the Army Chief General Bipin Rawat on the situation. All preparations in place as Haryana and Maharashtra gear up for the assembly polls tomorrow. By-polls also to take place for 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and 51 assembly seats in 17 states. Counting of votes on the 24th of October. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes that technology is the bridge between aspiration and achievements. Releases a book titled Digital Nation, authored by N. Chandrasekharan and Rupa Purushottanam. Says that the book reinforces the government's vision, which stresses that technology is the unifier, not a divisor. President Ramnath Kovind addresses the Indian community at Manila and unveils the bust of Mahatma Gandhi and says that Mahatma Gandhi belongs to all the people, all cultures, all societies. And in sports, on day 2 of the third and final test against South Africa at Ranchi, the visitors were 2 for 9 when bad light stopped play early. India declared the first innings at 497 for 9. Rohit Sharma slammed 212, Ajinkya Rahane 115, Ravindra Jadeja 51. South Africa trailed by 488 runs with 8 wickets remaining in the innings. Our top story, the Indian Army today launched attacks on terrorist camps which are situated inside Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, opposite the Tangdar sector. This is in retaliation to the support provided by the Pakistan Army to push terrorists into the Indian territory. The Indian Army used artillery guns to target the terrorist camps which have been actively trying to push terrorists into the Indian territory. Few launch pads in Neelam Valley have been targeted or destroyed, and also some fatalities were reported. The Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has spoken with the Army Chief General Bipin Rawat on the situation following the ceasefire violation by Pakistan Army in Tangdar sector. The Defence Minister is personally monitoring the situation and has asked the Army Chief to keep him updated. There have been reports that 5 casualties on the Pakistani Army side have been reported, and these reports also say that the terror launch pads in POK's Jura, Atmukham and Kundal Shahi were targeted by the Indian Army artillery guns after credible inputs came of significant number of terrorists operating there. And still with Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Jawans were martyred and a civilian killed in ceasefire violations by Pakistan early this morning. 3 others were injured in this unprovoked firing. The incident took place in the Tangdar sector of Kupwara. 2 houses were also damaged in the incident. The army said that they had retaliated strongly to the unprovoked firing, and there is also cross-border firing along the international border in Kathua. And the BJP's General Secretary Ram Madhav, while addressing the Youth Convention program in Srinagar, said that our security forces will work to secure the lives and properties of Kashmiris till their last breath. He also said that our security forces are more than capable enough of facing cross-border terrorists.
हमारे कश्मीर के लोगों के जान माल को बचाने के लिए आखिरी मिनट तक, आखिरी क्षण तक हमारे सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस पूरे तैयारी के साथ है। आपको कुछ नहीं होगा मित्रों, कोई डरने का कारण नहीं है।
And defense expert P.K. Sehgal has justified the action of the Indian Army in response to the ceasefire violations by Pakistan, saying that it was quite necessary, while adding that the army has reacted very wishfully and also strongly on the violation.
पाकिस्तान हर दिन बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर सीज़फायर वायलेशन कर रहे हैं, कम से कम 10 से 12। कल भी उन्होंने एक सीज़फायर वायलेशन की कोशिश की तंगधर में, जिसमें जो अनप्रोवोक्ड फायरिंग थी पाकिस्तान की तरफ से घुसपैठियों को दाखिल करने की, उसमें हमारे 2 जवान मारे गए और 2 सिविलियन मारे गए। जवाबी कार्रवाई इतनी ज़बरदस्त होनी चाहिए कि पाकिस्तान अगली बारी 10 बारी सोचे हमारे ऊपर हमला करने के लिए। तंगधर के सामने जहाँ से हमला हुआ है, उनको हमने आर्टिलरी का इस्तेमाल करते हुए बर्बाद कर दिया। ये हमारा हक था, राइट ऑफ सेल्फ डिफेंस हमको एक्सरसाइज करना था। सरकार ने साफ तौर पे कहा है 0 टॉलरेंस फॉर टेररिज्म, अगर हमारे देश में कुछ भी हादसा हुआ या हमारे लोग मारे गए तो जो भी कार्रवाई बड़ी सख्त होगी और बड़ी पनिशिंग होगी.
And news now from the poll-bound states of Maharashtra and Haryana. All preparations are in place for the assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana tomorrow. In Maharashtra, a total of 288 candidates will be going for the election on Monday. And by size of electorate, Wardha is the smallest constituency, Panvel is the largest. And among 3,237 candidates in the race, there are a total of 235 female candidates. Bahujan Samaj Party is fielding a maximum number of 262 candidates in the state, while 1,400 independents are also contesting the polls. It will be for the first time that voter verifiable paper audit trail, or VVPAT, will be used for the elections in Maharashtra. And the elections will also be held to 90 constituencies in Haryana on Monday, and by size of electorate, Narnaul is the smallest and Badshahpur is the largest. Badshahpur is the largest in the state, and a total of 1,169 candidates are in the fray trying their luck, and this is out of which 104 are female. Well, the Election Commission of India has appointed the former Deputy Election Commissioner and former Secretary Tourism Vinod Zutsi as the special observer for the ensuing elections to 23 Asand Assembly constituency of Karnal district in Haryana, in light of a video circulating in the media. Zutsi has been requested to proceed immediately to the constituency to take necessary corrective action and ensure free, fair and peaceful elections. Campaigning for by-polls in 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and 51 assembly seats in 17 states also came to an end. By-polls will be held in Samastipur Lok Sabha seat in Bihar and Satara Lok Sabha seat in Maharashtra. Assembly constituencies for which by-polls will be held are 11 seats of Uttar Pradesh, 6 of Gujarat, 5 seats each in Kerala and Bihar, 3 in Sikkim, 4 each of Punjab and Assam, 2 each of Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan and Himachal Pradesh, and 1 seat each in Odisha, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Meghalaya, Puducherry and Arunachal Pradesh. Polling in Haryana and Maharashtra by-polls for 2 Lok Sabha constituencies and 51 assembly seats will take place on Monday. Counting will be taken up on the 24th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released a book titled Digital Nation. It's written by the chairman of Tata Sons, N. Chandrasekaran, and the chief economist of the group, Rupa Purushothaman. The book speaks about bridging the urban-rural divide in the country through technology. Speaking at the book launch, the Prime Minister hailed Ratan Tata and urged people to inculcate his values in their lives. He also said that these values are essential for the growth and development of the nation. Prime Minister said that this book is the outcome of positivity, creativity, constructive mindset, and which is required for solutions of various challenges. The Prime Minister also said that technology is a bridge between the government and governance, and also the source of realizing the dream of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
साथियों, ये किताब ऐसे समय आई है जब टेक्नोलॉजी को डिमोनाइज करने की एक बहुत बड़ी कोशिश चल रही है। टेक्नोलॉजी को हमारे डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड के लिए चुनौती के रूप में पेश करने की कोशिश हो रही है। इस किताब में सरकार के उस विजन को और मजबूत किया है जिसके मुताबिक टेक्नोलॉजी जोड़ने का काम करती है, तोड़ने का काम नहीं करती है। टेक्नोलॉजी ब्रिज है, डिवाइडर नहीं है। टेक्नोलॉजी गवर्नमेंट और गवर्नेंस के बीच का भी ब्रिज है। टेक्नोलॉजी सबके साथ सबका विकास, ये जो सपना है उसको साकार करना एक मजबूत माध्यम है।
And hailing the use of technology, the Prime Minister said that it has aided transparency in the system and reduced the role of middlemen.
टेक्नोलॉजी जब ट्रांसपेरेंसी और टारगेटेड डिलीवरी का भी समाधान मिलता है।
President Ramnath Kovind today unveiled the bust of Mahatma Gandhi, marking the 150th birth anniversary of the father of the nation, and hoped that future generations would be inspired from his legacy of compassion, truth and ethics. The President took part in an event at the Center for Peace Education in Miriam College in Manila, the Philippines, during his 5-day visit to the Southeast Asian nation. Addressing the gathering there, the President said that he was touched to hear the rendition of Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, Vaishnava Janato, by the famous Filipino singer Grace Nono. Emphasizing the importance of the bhajan, the President said that the bhajan describes humanity and empathy. Following its message, the world could become a better place.
I was also touched to hear the rendition of Mahatma Gandhi's favorite hymn, Vaishnava Jan To Tene Kahiye, by the famous Filipino singer Grace Nono. This year, the hymn was sung in over 150 countries as a fitting tribute to a man who embraced entire humanity as one indivisible family. The hymn describes a good human being as one who reaches out to those in pain and suffering. Indeed, the world would be a much better place if only we had such empathy from each other. This bust of Mahatma Gandhi is a gift from the people of India to you.
Earlier, the President attended the Indian community reception in Manila, where he was welcomed with vibrant cultural performances. And addressing the gathering there, the President said that his visit marks the important occasion of the celebration of 70 years of diplomatic ties between the two countries. The President also assured the Indian community of further boosting bilateral ties between the two countries, and he lauded the Indian community for working immensely to reinforce the culture of India through language and tradition.
India is today the land of many opportunities and many possibilities. We are committed to transform India, to unleash the energy of our youth, to build next generation infrastructure, and to eradicate extreme poverty in not so distant future. India is today one of the fastest growing major economies. Our target is to become a 5 trillion economy by 2025. Call upon you to avail of the opportunities that India today offers for innovation, investment, research and education.
And the President also called upon the Indian community to contribute to making India a $5 trillion economy. He said that India is a land of opportunities and possibilities. President Kovind asked people to unleash the potential of youth in innovation and creating social energy sector, which could be used in eradicating poverty.
India is today the land of many opportunities and many possibilities. We are committed to transform India, to unleash the energy of our youth, to build next generation infrastructure, and to eradicate extreme poverty in not so distant future. India is today one of the fastest growing major economies. Our target is to become a 5 trillion economy by 2025. Call upon you to avail of the opportunities that India today offers for innovation, investment, research and education.
The Vice President of India, M. Venkaiah Naidu, today presented the Most Eminent Senior Citizen Award to the legal luminary, scholar and former Attorney General of India, K. Parasaran, at a function at the India International Centre in New Delhi. Parasaran was honoured with the award on the occasion of Elders' Day the celebration of Aged Care India, an organization working for the welfare of the elderly. Conveying his appreciation to Parasaran, the Vice President said that the award was a fitting recognition of his exceptional contribution to the field of law and justice, as well as his extraordinary personality, and he added that today's event was a celebration of the incredible positive energy of a deeply spiritual legal practitioner who has tried to blend both dharma and nyaya. The Vice President urged the present generation of lawyers to draw inspiration from Parasaran and also imbibe the qualities of professional excellence and ethical orientation which he personified. He also expressed concern over the rise in the number of cases of children abandoning their elderly parents.
Unfortunately, in the present day history or even our textbooks, we find very less about our culture and heritage. And secondly, there is also every need to teach the younger generation about the morals to maintain. In my younger days, when I was a student, we used to have a moral science class. Now we have only science, morals are missing. I hope that we bring back it again to our educational curriculum with the new educational policy is now under discussion.
As the Kashmir Valley is heading towards a long winter season and temperatures are going down slowly, well, the harvesting of crops nears an end as well, and the Kashmiri apples are now available in the markets, and as per the central government order to procure apples, it's buying apples directly from growers in Kashmir through NAFED. And our correspondent Vishal Barristo took stock of the recent scheme by the centre.
I am here at the Kulgam Fruit Mandi. As you can see, the procurement process of the apples is on, and the NAFED officials, they are grading the apples, they are testing the apples on different parameters. It is quite a secured environment, and full security is being provided to the grower so that it can come safely and sell its product. And the process is on. 5 centers have been established throughout the state: Shopia, Srinagar, Sopore, Anantnag, and this one in Kulgam. And as you can see, these boxes, they have been brought by the growers. They have all been sold, and as you can see, they all have their slips. And with the slips, you can identify, like this one, this is a B grade apple, and this has been purchased by NAFED, and soon it would be sent to Delhi, and from there on you can have them in your homes.
I appreciate the government. मुझे लगता है कि अच्छी स्कीम है. इससे हमें किसान और ग्रोवर को यहाँ पे अच्छा फायदा मिलेगा. अगर हम यहाँ पे माल अपना लाएंगे, मुझे लगता है कि हमारा माल जो है वो ज़्यादा बी ग्रेड और ए ग्रेड में है इस कुलगाम में, तो अच्छा रेट मिलेगा सर.
नेफेड है और भी लोग हैं, मार्केटिंग एंड प्लानिंग है, एनएचबी है, जेकेएसएमपी है और सारे कमेटी है पूरे इस ग्रेडिंग के लिए.
किन पैरामीटर्स पर जांच होती है?
जो पैरामीटर जो कमेटी बनाई गई है, जो स्पेसिफिकेशन है गवर्नमेंट द्वारा 4 पैरामीटर है, उस पर हम लोग
स्पेसिफिकेशन बता सकते हैं, जैसे दाग नहीं होना चाहिए,
दाग स्कैब नहीं होना चाहिए, और कोई वो जख्म नहीं होना चाहिए, और एक ग्रेडिंग जो है ना एक साइज में होनी चाहिए. जैसे छोटे साइज को इन्होंने जो बताया ए ग्रेड है, ये ए ग्रेड में आता नहीं है.
So you heard the growers, you heard the NAFED officials, and you can see that this scheme is quite successful. All these boxes in 2 days, 3,000 boxes have been purchased by NAFED, and it is going on very smoothly, very safely, and quite securely. With cameraman SP Dubey from Kulgam, this is Vishal Barristo, DD News.
Now some entertainment news. The 50th International Film Festival of India today announced the films in the debut competition section of the festival. The festival, which has been a launch pad for several filmmakers, it aims at bringing the best filmmakers and also first-time filmmakers of the year in this section. So let's take a look at this report.
With trail of gracious films across the globe, International Film Festival of India has announced the films in debut competition section. The debut film competition section is marked to honor the best first-time filmmakers of the year. Filmmakers who are able to produce feature film that reflects a new paradigm in motion pictures in terms of aesthetics, technique or technological innovation will be awarded with a Silver Peacock, a certificate and a cash prize of rupees 10 lakhs. The films that would be competing in the debut section genre are Algerian film Abu Lila, directed by Amin Sidi, Bomandin, Korean film Romang by Lee Chang-yoon, Romanian film Monsters by Marius Altinu, US film My Name is Sarah by Stephen Orrit, female filmmaker Eva Cool's Cleo are the films which made it to debut competitions this year. In this race for Best Debut Film, India also marked its presence by the entry of two films in the competition. Abhishek Shah's National Award-winning film Helaro and Malayalam film Uare by Manu Ashokun are competing in this sector in the 50th International Film Festival. The festival aims at providing a common platform for cinemas of the world to project excellence in film art, contributing to understanding and appreciation of film cultures of different nations in the context of their social and cultural ethos, and promoting friendship and cooperation among the peoples of the world. Bureau Report, DD India.
Well, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson sent a letter to Brussels seeking a Brexit deadline extension after MPs voted Saturday to demand the delay on Britain's October 31 departure date. And Johnson had sent a photocopy of the letter contained in the law that requires him to ask for the delay if there is no Brexit deal, but did not sign it, in fact. So the letter has not been signed. The UK Prime Minister has, however, signed another letter which makes clear he does not want to delay Brexit beyond the end of this month. Meanwhile, in Brussels, the European Council President Donald Tusk tweeted that he had received the extension request and he did not provide details on its content. But in fact, he added that he will now consult EU leaders on how to react. In Spain, Barcelona returned to relative calm after 6 days of demonstrations against the jailing of the separatist leaders, left hundreds injured in the tourist hotspot, as well as pro-independence groups demanding new talks with the Spanish government. And in the city centre, dozens of pro-independence activists on Saturday formed a human chain between police and protesters following the previous night's clashes, during which nearly 200 people were hurt. The Catalan leader Quim Torra has called on the Spanish government for unconditional negotiations. The Spanish government replied that it had always been open to dialogue in the framework of respect for the law. Barcelona has been rocked all week by protests against a Spanish court's jailing of 9 separatist leaders on sedition charges over the failed 2017 independence bid. Now, celebrating the 15th year of the city, the Delhi Half Marathon was in fact, celebrating the 15th year of the Delhi Half Marathon in the city. It was held again this year and on today, and the Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju this morning was there at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. The defending champions Andaman Luck as well as Teshe, they retained their respective men's and women's titles, and it was good to see them running again and winning today. Anil Surya became the first Indian. Shinu Bukhata triumphed in the men's category. So in cricket, India declared their first innings at 497 for 9. This is against South Africa on day 2 of the third and final cricket test at Ranchi. South Africa were 9 for 2 when bad light stopped play. Rohit Sharma hit his maiden double century. He scored 212 runs. This is from 255 deliveries, a quick knock before losing his wicket. He was caught at the boundary, in fact, of a fast ball of Rabada. And in a stellar show, he had 28 fours as well as 6 sixes, a fascinating knock. And he is the first Indian opener, in fact, to register 250 plus scores in a single test series, and also the 4th Indian batsman to score a double century against South Africa. Ajinkya Rahane made 115 runs. Earlier, India resumed the first innings at the overnight score of 224 for 3. And for the visitors, George Lindell, in fact, was the most successful bowler, claiming 4 wickets, followed by Rabada with 3. India leads the 3-match series 2-0. And that's all we have in this bulletin. Thanks very much for being with us. Namaskar.